Hi Sarah, so my name is Kazan Tandukar. So I'm going to be doing a presentation on the unit Manage Innovation and Continuous Improvement. And the presentation is about the company AC Gilbert, who are a leading toy manufacturing company. And during their time in the 1960s, there was a change in the management, and there were many transitions in the manufacturing processes that was brought about, and what are the various activities as well as the objectives will be discussed in this presentation. So starting with the first slide, we'll be talking about the action plan for transition and communication in AC Gilbert. So the objective of this transition was basically to increase the productivity as well as reduce waste, improve the sustainability for the future generation to come, and what can AC Gilbert factory do on that, plus reduce error on production line by 20% as well. Talking about some more objectives like the secondary ones, the reduction of the staff turnover from 32% to 20% was one of the objectives, which can be done by improving the skill levels and efficiency in the plant, plus reducing the cost in recruitment and the training new staff as well. So the activities that were done to achieve this objective was the production and the process workers were divided in a total of 5 teams, and each team had their designated product lines that they have to manufacture. So each team member would work in their specific line only and had their specific um products to be manufactured. The production cycle for each of the roaster was done at 12 hours for each of the employee. Talking about the other thing, like the activities that were done to achieve these objectives, where the production lines were closed for 48 hours so that all the staffs can be trained in a proper way. Plus, they also need to be given training regarding the new quality control procedures, as well as the technical trainings and the motivational training. They also had to learn more things regarding what is a production rate, what is the error rate as well. So all those trainings were needed to be provided to all the supervisors as well as the staff employees as well. So talking about how these uh, numbers were measured is the KPIs in the production sector. So the KPIs basically for the 2 years period set by AC Gilbert was an increment of 40% in the production, with the reduction of error rate, which was at 22% down to 4%, which basically saves them around $300,000 every year in staff turnover cost as well. Some other KPIs are mentioned in the next slide, which is a saving of 1 million per annum in lost productivity, with the saving of 200,000 per annum in service and repair costs to the equipment, as well as reduction of the staff turnover from 32% to 20% per annum, which was discussed in the earlier slides as well. And all of these KPIs will be compared and measured in the time frames as well. So the overall time frame was per annum, or might be done in 24 months as well, like 2 years as well, with the whole increase of the productivity. But the other than that, the constant monitoring was done between 8 weeks to 2 months, so that might be somewhere around 2 months time, with the staff meeting and forum as well, where various kinds of reviews and feedback was taken from the employee, like if there was any reduction in the productivity or any error rate increment. So all of those things were said on that forum, or kind of a group meeting. So talking about the thing of sustainability, so proper training needs to be given on the sustainability issue. The word sustainability is a very confusing word for most of the people as well. So it needs to be explained in a very simple language by the trainer, and various ideas can also be given to make the workplace a better place where these ideas can flourish. Some of the examples would be making the factory or the workplace a plastic free area, no use of plastics in any of the work that is done. Other than that is less consumption of paper, making it a paper-free environment. Other includes replacing registers for attendance with electronic softwares, making everything in soft copy rather than using papers, which is harmful to the environment. This also reduces carbon footprint of the factory with the better management of waste techniques. Talking about reducing the negative impact on people would be done as per talking about the forum that was done at the end of 2 months. Many people had questions like not the questions, but many people were not happy with the 12-hour shift. So providing them a flexible working environment would also definitely increase their motivation. People were having very hard time like balancing their work life and their family life as well. So giving them the opportunity to have a flexible working hour would make them comfortable as well as happy in their environment, which increase their motivation, and at the end that would result in better work by them and increase their efficiency as well. The other thing, like a complaint that came through, was they couldn't understand the whole error rate and productivity datas. So this needs to be understood by them, and that can only be done by making it very simple as possible by the trainers. Most of the people working there might not be that educated who would know everything regarding the statistics and the percentage. So using simple words that can be understood by everyone must be done, so that they know how the error rate and productivity data can reflect how they're doing their work as well. The other thing that can reduce negative impact on people and the employees can be properly using the work health and safety procedures, because at workplace there are many things that can cause accidents as well, and having all those necessary measures and strategies to get rid of any kind of accident that might occur or reduces as less as possible would be highly appreciated as well. Talking about the contingency plans, as per the 8 week mark with the whole transition, there has been a decrease in production by 8% down to 66%, while the waste has increased by 10% as well. Other than that, 15 out of 300 people has resigned from their work due to the whole new management as well as the way of doing the work. And out of those 15, two of them were the shift supervisors as well. So that basically says something is not going right regarding the transition that has been going place. So a contingency plan needs to be kept in place which continuously monitors and records all the action plans. So at this time, it also needs to identify all the risk factors that has or might cause the plan to be not a successful one, and a risk plan must be created for that one. And the steps of creating an action plan for this one would basically be identifying the problem, identifying the risk, and planning how can we reduce this risk and get rid of it. Once we do that, we need to analyze it properly and do a necessary implementation of the plan that needs to be done. Once we do the action plan, that needs to be monitored and recorded for the future reference as well. Like if those kind of problem arises in the future again, we would have it the record in our files so that it would save our time for the future reference as well. Talking about evaluation and continuous improvement. So evaluation can be done in every 2 months period, but regular interaction with the staffs as well as weekly meetings for any important changes can be given out to them as well, as well as one-on-one meetings for any feedbacks and reviews would be highly welcomed as well. So that's basically the presentation on AC Gilbert and their transition and communication with all its employees regarding the changes. These are the references that I have put in for this presentation. And thank you for listening to the presentation, Sarah. Thank you.